Welcome to the channel, folks. Welcome to Deep Mind Squared. My name's Fola, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. How much fun do we want to have this time around? It's 3:33. I was like, why don't I just make this fun? I like numbers. Numbers are cool, um, and they bring a lot of potential. So, as with our Moonday Lives, this is an opportunity for us to connect to the collective energy for this week of December 4th to December 10th, and also to do some personal card readings. So if you are interested in personal card readings, you can let me know in the comments. Hey Kaylee, nice to see you. Ooh, it's been a while. Um, and I'll just speak here because we have the membership portal now. Obviously, those people who are part of the membership community, they will have like kind of priority. So if I'm skipping, jumping all over, I'm just speaking that is why. So, hey Jessica. Ooh, folks, hello. Sweet. Okay. Yes, we will do some like personal card pulls after the collective one for the week, just so that folks who are maybe just catching in for this first part can receive that. Hey Tammy, nice to see you. Oh yeah, it must be evening time for you now. It is a little bit later. Well, let's see what wants to show up for us today. Ooh, there we go. There's some cards for this week. Ooh, lots of things happening here. And I'll invite you to take a deep breath too, just so that we can gain a sense of like clarity and centeredness. And I'm definitely going to pull that up and say that that's possibly something that wants to show up for you this week, as we have the High Priestess here, this card of the intuitiveness of who we are, and also the fact that she is like the middle pillar. She is centered in herself, in her intuition, between the left and the right pillars of life. Okay, we also have the Hermit that's facing up here at the other end, and there's two cards in between. So whatever those are going to be, I'll be curious to see when I flip them. That centered place this week is going to be something that can be really supportive for you. Okay, when it comes to a sense of stability, when it comes to feeling a sense of connection for like a connection to your light, to the light of spirit, that source light that exists, there's something that's going to hold you here, and it kind of comes like within. Okay, so at this point, also just going to invite you, if you feel called, to imagine that like middle pillar or column of light in your body, moving from the top of your head down to, you could say, the soles of your feet, especially through your spine and your tailbone. Okay, and imagining it almost like this rod of golden light that wants to just become vibrant and be sourced by spirit. So it's being fed light energy through the crown of your head and moving down. There's something about this I think that's going to be really supportive. So let's see what these cards are. Interesting that we have a lot of, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we've got the Hierophant in reverse next to the High Priestess. So interestingly enough, how maybe there's some ways that have worked for you in the past that have helped you with grounding and centering. I'm getting the sense that this is like a time for you to practice different ways of grounding, different ways of finding a place of centeredness, of feeling a sense of completeness even, and recognizing what are those old things that maybe no longer serve you. Okay, in the Hierophant card, we have the kind of like, it's like a bishop pope sort of energy, like a person who is in leadership, who is really able to teach. And again, the two pillars on either side, there's a lot of negativity around different spiritual practices or beliefs, dare I say, like the church in Rome, which is what I see when I see this. And so we can feel a bit of a disconnect. We can feel a disconnect of the way things have been done because of whatever experiences that we've had within it. And yet, sometimes we might have to even go back to those previous experiences that could help, and not the new age spirituality. This is where this is showing up. That's kind of like what I'm feeling or saying here is, I think in many of you that are present here probably have their own experience of spiritual practices and beliefs, and we can become very much like tied to what those are And it's about like now like letting go, okay? Letting go of that, and allowing for that inner intuitive guidance that wants to support you. And it can be just so easy, okay? That's what I want to say. Like it can be, it's like it's a simplicity, okay? The next card, hey David, nice to see you here. Yeah. Yeah, and those of you new here, if you'd like a card, as I was saying, we'll be doing some personal card readings. So you can just let me know in the comments. Hopefully we'll get to folks as soon as we can. So we have the Two of Wands. Okay, and again, interestingly enough, so this is the card that's next to the Hermit card. This choice. So it's almost like this evolution of releasing these old new the most previous way of like balancing and centering yourself, now letting go of that and choosing this very like whole version of yourself. And we see that here with the man choosing one of the two wands, one of the two staffs, and that here it's almost like that evolution that has happened, the progression that's happened from 2 to 9. Okay, the globe, the focus of the material world now shifting to the focus on like more your spiritual connection. And sometimes how that happens is us letting go of our spirituality, however long that needs to be. And I can speak to the fact that this has shown up for myself. It's like time and time again. It's like where I was like really holding on to like, oh my gosh, like, goddess energy, Babylon, or if it was some type of spiritual or magical practice, I was like, I gotta like make sure I do this, the solar adorations every 4 times a day, like the LBRP, whatever. And then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, it's a little much. And the focus is not on spirit. The focus is on something else in order to try and make it whole. And it is very much materially led. Okay, it's like very much earthly ego led. Not saying the earth or the ego is bad. It's just like so much on one extreme. So now what wants to come through, and this letting go that's been occurring, is allowing for this reconnection to that inner light, that inner stability, the need for nothing else but yourself and your connection to spirit, however it's feeling called to show up for you in your day-to-day, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman, by the way. I just want to speak that. Oh, it's kind of in reverse. I turned it up so you can see the words. That made 0 sense. Oof, anyways, mirrors. Hangman is our card for the entire month of December. So just speaking to that, there's something there, okay? So let's just pull a chakra card, and maybe one of these soul cards or runes for the collective. And then we'll get into some of the personal readings. Okay. This and this deck. We have Despondence. Yeah, interesting. I'm really just noticing the woman at the bottom in this card for Despondence. And this is I believe this is the violet card, so the crown chakra. Again, something about our connection to spirit. Just how, like, upset she looks, okay? Interestingly enough, too, we have the earth here in the center. Like, the focus here, it's like the earth is not bringing you, or the material, or how things have been, like, carried out on the physical plane isn't really bringing you much joy anymore. It's just like you're disconnected from it. You're disconnected from the practices that maybe you have taken part in. And that's okay. That's why I just feel like it's okay. It's okay. It's like opening up something new for you. And I want to say that because above this Mother Earth, or whoever she is, her head, there's something like, there's like a storm brewing, okay? There's something like new that's taking place here. I'm not sure if I can get that clearer than that, sorry. No. And sometimes these storms, these chaotic periods have to happen so that we can experience something new. Just like a mother birthing a child, that process of like the death, dying that occurs as the baby comes through the canal, okay? We have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So if a lot of the beliefs, a lot of the ways in which you've operated have been ancestral or part of your societal collective energy, which would make sense with the Hierophant kind of being like torn, so to speak, like those are the structures and form. This is just part of the process of the rebirthing, okay? We can see the figures in the back growing, almost like the faintness of them because of the ancestry, and now you in this like glorious, beautiful adornment, you know, looking up to the planets, looking up to whatever that potential is of the vastness of you. Okay, so we're going to just pull a rune for the collective as an energetic piece to support you for this week. And let me know in the comments if you feel called, like what resonates with this or not. Obviously, as with any card pull reading, whatever, not everything that's said is meant for you specifically, you know? So take what you will, do what you will, and just trust. Words come as they need to come. So we have Hagalaz. I mentioned a bit of that storm, right? It's funny how this rune on this set looks very much just like an N. I just find it silly. I swear it's like evolved too. It's like gotten bigger or something as time has gone by. So Hagalaz, that hailstorm, that storm, what is wanting to come through here, maybe that you haven't allowed yourself to see yet, because it's like blocked from you. Okay, so it's not anyone's fault, it's just how it is. So we'll call on that energy of that ruin to support you in this week. Just listening to the vibration and recognizing Hagalaz, Hagalaz, Hagalaz. Breathing that energy of Hagalaz into your belly, into your solar plexus. Feeling that power, that vibration. And just noticing that connection of that central pillar, that rod from your crown to your tailbone, and how it is being also sourced forward and backward from that solar plexus space. Okay. Whew. So we're going to do some of those private readings now, cards. So if you would like a card pulled or whatever that looks like, you can let me know in the comments. I see Kaylee, you would like one, so we will pull some for you to start. And yeah, let's see. So Kaylee, let's connect to you and pull some cards. But I'll knock over my whole device here. Okay, Kaylee. So yeah, just feeling a lot in the energy in your in your belly. Ooh, which is interesting. I pull over these cards. Yellow, 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 yellow. David, Hagalaz. Yeah, I think it's spelled like HEILGZ or something. Jessica, you probably know. I don't want to search that right. Sure, you know it. Anyways, okay. I feel like some of these same cards show up, and it's fascinating to me. Though for you, Kaylee, the main thing that was showing up is before the cards flipped, I'm feeling almost like this nauseated feeling in the abdomen, solar plexus, and also kind of like in the heart. It's almost like this movement of like discomfort from the belly up into the heart space, okay? So we have the Three of Wands. It was in reverse, though, whatever that means. I don't really read things too much in reverse. Just, again, the checking, you know, we talked about this Two of Wands in the collective energy, and it was that person holding one wand, holding the earth, and behind them was another. Now here, it's like almost even more of a transition where we see this third wand, and now the individual is being supported, you know, and okay, how I want to liken this, I guess, is the sense that we have these two pillars, okay? We have these things that we've like established in life, and they can hold us, and it brings balance in a sense. And now it's like this transition possibly into like the next year for you, Kaylee, is like recognizing whatever this third pillar, this third part is, okay? Like it's you, and it's something that's also going to support you more, okay? It's going to probably support something within your body. I'm going to just go on and then we'll come back to that, see what. Anyways, the Knight of Pentacles is shown up here as well, and the Chariot. So I just want to point out all these cards with this yellow energy, Kaylee. This very much solar plexus energy that's like coming for you and coming for you. That sounds really. Okay, it's interesting that I like said it like that or worded it like that. It almost feels as though this like preparation, and maybe that's why you're feeling this like anxiety, like just kind of seeing these three cards laid down. It's almost like this battle. Like there's like this person standing there looking, what I'm perceiving, they're looking over like a cliff into either water where there's boats and an adventure, or like the oncoming slaughter or like battle of life. And then we have the other two with the Knight of Pentacles, and we also have the Chariot, who's someone in like this, in the armor, kind of like in the place of, this is the person that would possibly be leading the battle. So it's like pointing to me, maybe there's some people that are like looking towards you, Kaylee, for the support of whatever it is. Maybe they've even, this could be your parents. Like maybe it's like they've been there to support you, and now you're kind of being the third, or the person who needs to support them. They were people who he was seen as established to be able to go out and do the battles for you, so to speak, or like support you through what it was. And now it's like you. I feel like this message just completely like gone somewhere else. So anyways, this is how my mind and words work for me sometimes. So whatever the connection is with the solar plexus, I guess it's just like, can you like ease into what is transforming here in your life, okay? Like uh, yeah, like I just really see you like holding your belly and just like comforting that part of you, because it's possible that this is tied to like inner child stuff that has happened in your past. And yeah, and so just breathing that, because when you feel that and breathe into it, I get the sense will be a bit more, like, because also I'm just feeling like third eye crown, like this opening of understanding. Oh, interesting. The rejection card was like just flipped over. So this could be tied to rejection as a child, like whatever this wounding is, where, and how parents can be there sometimes, other times not. And so then when they need us, there could be almost a rejection on your part towards them, and then there's shame and guilt around that, and blah blah blah. Interestingly enough, too, there are like these three heads surrounding this individual who's creating or in the process of trying to create, and it's leading almost to a confusion. Okay, I just want to point out the sky in the back is clear. Okay, so whatever this all is, maybe it's time to go outside and to gain a different perspective about what all of this has been happening. Because again, there's so much sun here. There's so much sun, there's so much light. And isn't that why we get blue skies if it's like sunny out? Oh, like the reflection of the light. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, whatever that rejection is to the inner child, just allowing yourself to process that in the way that feels right for you. We have transformation, Kaylee. It says, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Yeah, and I think I use the word transforming either here or with the collective. So whatever this is, again, very much an ancestral tie, so family-led. It's going to support you. And if you are feeling like maybe you want to go on a bit of an adventure, maybe a trip or something like that, I guess, yeah, like that might be something worth considering. How is that going to support you with this transformation? Like it will, okay, is kind of what I'm getting at. It will. There's a reason maybe that you're feeling pulled to explore somewhere right now. Stop rejecting yourself and what that like inner child or that playful part of you wants to experience. And that can be hard, like I just feel like sharing this for whatever reason, and then we'll go to the next. I think Jessica wanted cards pulled. I went today to go and get the nails taken off, like the acrylic nails or whatever, because I can't do any instrumentation with it. It's just too difficult. And I was like, oh, let me get like the French manicure, you know. And then the lady there is like attempting to get me to like just do the nails again, and I'm like, no, I don't want it. There's a point to this. Anyway, so then I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, do I really want the French manicure? Like I'm like, you know what, just do like regular like nail polish because I'm there. Might as well like get them to do it. And you know, and in my head though, I'm like, ooh, like is that gonna cost me more money? Like I kind of told myself I was not gonna spend money, and yet I had to get my nails done because that just needed to happen. And so I could take the old ones off because God, never. No, I shouldn't say never again because that's what I feel like I say all the time. Anyway, so then she's painting them with this color, and then I look and I see like the bottle of the paint, like nail paint or gel polish, and it was like Viking frost, and I just like instantly knew like, oh, okay, that to me is a sign that like I was meant to be there to spend that money investing in someone else or however you want to perceive that, and to take care of myself, okay, to get the nails done, to feel like good about it, and yeah, confident in that sense. So Kaylee, I guess that's what I'm saying to you, okay? Like if you're wanting to go on a trip or whatever, recognize the anxiety and the feeling of like the disconnect between body, heart, and the rest of your belly or whatever, that too, just ease into it. You're going to see those synchronicities. So I hope that makes sense. Yes. Anyways, okay. Ooh, Jessica, I see you joined the membership. Ooh, exciting. Okay, well, I think you're next too, so fancy that. And I guess I maybe will just say here, the benefits of joining the membership is it supports the channel, obviously. It supports me in continuing to do this work and share these messages. And also for you, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the community membership. So in that portal, we have like extended readings for our like whatever bi-weekly Reiki healing sessions where you get card readings and intuitive guidance. Also, now I'm opening up the Ouroboros 713 gathering to people who are part of the membership. So that is a Saturday morning gathering where we basically meet on Zoom, and it's just really cool. We get to chat and engage and talk magical things. So that it's at 9:30 in the morning Mountain Standard Time. And I think that time works for most people across the globe. We've had people from like all over, so I think it works. And yeah, it's fun. It's a great way to join in, and I hope more folks can come to that. It's also nice because I get to like chat with you, actually chatting with you, not just me talking to a screen and seeing words on a screen. So if that's something that interests you, you get priority readings as well on the live. So yeah, thanks, Jessica. Yeah. Yes, so much happening right now, Kaylee says. Okay, I gotta scroll up here. We're scrolling up. I hope I didn't miss anything else. Thank you, Jessica, for explaining to you about what, yeah, Haglas. That's why it's like, I feel like it's not spelled the way I'm saying. Thank you. Sweet. Okay, Jessica, you're next. I see. I don't think I mean, yeah. Anyways, if anyone else would like a card pulled or whatever after this one for Jessica, you can let me know. And okay, you shoveled that, but I think we're gonna pull one of these angels cards. Also, if you aren't subscribed or you aren't seeing the shorts on the YouTube from this channel, you can check those out. We're doing like a daily Advent calendar card pull, so I've been pulling these Angels of Abundance cards. I think it's fun. My kid has his Advent calendar. It's like, oh, how come we don't do that more? It feels like as adults, we just think we don't deserve to have fun. So, Jessica, if that's something that's showing up for you, or you feel like, ooh, you don't want to have fun, or you feel like you don't deserve to have fun, or that you need to be responsible, again, that story I kind of just shared, there's something about that energy maybe wants to be shifted, okay? Or the perception kind of approached from a new lens, which I think it was Tammy, you mentioned in our gathering the other day, just that whole idea of like, I put it away now, but the hangman, for December being that, surrender, but also being the perception changer. So what a great time to do this. Okay. Oh, have a great night, Tammy. Thanks for joining. Okay. I'm just going to read here. Hegel also can mean hail, as in hailstone. So maybe that's why the spelling is off for you. Oh, yeah. You were saying that regarding as hails, as a storm. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, David. You just join us here live. These things are all, you can still access the card pulls if you want one. Sweet. Okay, Jessica. Release jealousy, it says. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something and that the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. I need to read that again. Let's just do that again because I'm also feeling confused. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Okay, Jessica. So that concept where if there is feelings, we see people doing things. I can't speak for you. I can speak for myself. I know I see people doing certain things online or having a certain degree of success or however that might be. Again, it's all perception. And it can be easy for jealousy to come. I think it's a pretty natural thing. It's like our insecurities, our doubts. It's just ego creating resistance so that we remain small. And it can be a challenge for us to break through that sometimes. And I think this month really, again, that hangman energy to support with flipping the switch of how it is. Okay, so first off, jealousy is just another completely normal experience. Everyone has felt it in some capacity. Even people who maybe we might see as more successful or more out there or more capable, however the words are that we want to choose, they too experience feelings of jealousy. So this compassion for self, compassion for others along their journey. How can these successes of others inspire you, Jessica? And also, I like the idea that when we see something in someone, if we notice a certain quality or behavior or whatever, then that means that we have the potential to also live that, okay? Yeah, I never have fun. I was just thinking about that 30 minutes ago. Life is always so serious. Yeah, okay. You have the Queen of Pentacles and you have the Two of Swords, which I can't remember if you've had these cards before. I find it interesting that the Queen of Pentacles is holding the pentacle in her hand, and it, to me, very much a sun card. And then we have the Two of Swords, where the woman is holding the swords and the moon is behind her. And we also have the King of Wands, so the fiery energy. And we have, ooh, this is nice, the Ten of Pentacles. So it's, again, I'm just witnessing these journeys almost, okay? And I'm almost seeing it you as this queen, you as this connected version of yourself. When we're youth, maybe sometimes there's experiences of just things working out through the playfulness, through the connection to the earth, the bountifulness that exists. And then we close off and we go inside and we put up walls, so to speak. As a form of, again, it's not it's a bad thing necessarily. It's same with that high priestess going within and connecting into the intuition. There's something about that's being really directed. And if there's a masculine energy that maybe is showing you this, and maybe this is where that jealousy energy is it is jealousy. I don't know if it's jealousy necessarily directed towards the man or about the situation of the man, and that this man is almost the guardian of the Ten of Pentacles is what I want to say. Okay. I want to just point out that the people in this card, if you can see here, there's an older man kind of obscured by the pentacles. There's a man and a woman and a child. There's some dogs too. There's kind of like this whole collection of um, time lapse of the people and whatever this experience is. And I'm almost seeing you as this person here, this older version, this person who's kind of like almost jaded, okay, of people's experiences. And perhaps this is even tied to witnessing the relationship of mother and child and others. Okay, so sometimes even in partnership, we can have like jealousy of another person, like we're in relationship to, and how their parents experiences were together or whatever. And I say jealousy, it can just be like, oh, recognizing my experience was very different. And this protection that needed to happen was very much intuitively led to bring a sense of stability. Now, though, there's this like fiery energy of this masculine that wants to like teach in some form. And I get the sense it's teaching about the playfulness. It's teaching about being in the place of allowance of these like financial parts of your life. So, can you be willing and open to receive? Okay. Oh, see, and I say these things, I sometimes don't even know if any of this makes sense. We're gonna pull a chakra card, Jessica. It's interesting too because I'm just noticing that in that Ten of Pentacles card, I think you got two here. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, both blue. The old man's outfit. I thought this was like just green shrubbery and stuff, kind of like in the Queen of Discs cards. It's actually the gown. It's actually something you're wearing. Okay, that's interesting. It's like transferred itself from around and almost like outside of self to now this abundance of you being cloaked in it. Okay. And it's, yeah, but something is obscuring you from kind of seeing that or recognizing it. Anyway, so we have two throat chakra cards here, both blue. We have bittersweet and we have quest. Again, we have this energy of like how things could be really great or not great based on this sort of past experience and witnessing others. Okay, we have the older woman with this child, so it's something about this parental relationship. Now you get to, how can you choose to see your relationship with your parent, your mother, in a different way? Because we've got these two kind of versions that, like, it's almost like the mother's being like, well, you could see it as like not the best, what happened, or you could see it as like learning opportunity. That's easier said than done sometimes. And this bittersweet moment of life, it's like a woman who I think is crying, somehow flying up to give this birthday cake, celebratory cake to the spirit is how I want to identify it. So is there an offering that you can make ancestrally to whoever this woman is? Okay, is it a grandmother energy, someone in your maternal line, or like or has that maternal kind of like mothering energy? It could be even a like a spirit or goddess or something that maybe you're even coming up to like maybe it's like an anniversary of that individual's life. I kind of get the sense, I think I said this before, sometimes we focus on these spiritual things and we step away. And there might be something there that wants to be looked at again for you to return back home, is how I want to say that. There's some weird bird making some weird ass noise outside, so just saying. Okay, we're gonna put one of these. And then whoever else would like a card can let me know in the comments. Jessica will pull one of these soul cards for you. Yeah, I just thank everyone for being here as always. Great to connect on Monday. I find it fascinating how some days, I'm noticing it's so dark now too. Oh my gosh. It's after 4 and it's getting dark already. It'll be dark by the end of the hour. It's ridiculous. Anyways, thank you for being here all and showing your support and engaging. It's a pleasure. So Jessica, we have Warrior Woman and Take a Break. So Take a Break says, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And it's showing the person in the back in this pool just enjoying. And look at the moon. Again, that same crescent moon out. It's almost the exact same image. So you put the swords down, Jessica, like you if you haven't already. I feel like it's kind of been like this lifelong process. And now, okay, can you really allow yourself to enjoy? It's just a beautiful image. Can you go to Morocco? That'd be cool. Anyways. And then you have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So I'll leave that for you to reflect on, Jessica, over the next week. Have you answered your deepest calling? If there's things that have been let go, it's like it's all making way for the new, okay? And you can start to put on that cloak of action, the cloak of abundance and prosperity, like really imagining yourself in that cloak, okay, as this person is, whatever the jealousy and whatever the thoughts are, is really just yeah, lay them down. Like, it's okay. I feel it. It's fine. I'm going to connect with my inner child and witness that relationship and give the gratitude and thanks for it and celebrate through the new relationships that have been coming forward with new guides or new mothering figures or caregivers in your life. So, thank you for being here. Okay. And yeah, maybe I'll see you on the Saturday call if you so choose to join. You can sign up on the link in the website still so you get the email. I'm just doing the best I can to send messages to folks. And I have your, like, Telegram, I think, so. Okay. David. The moon is in Virgo tonight. Bear totem core. Go inward. Sun sets early here in the Boston, Massachusetts area. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Oh, it's probably pretty dark there, too. I like Boston. Honestly to speak, we'd gone to Arizona, and I couldn't stand Phoenix. I was like, get me out of here as soon as possible. Couldn't sleep. The energy was just way too intense for me. And so I was kind of worried when I went to Boston. I went out there into Arlington for like studies, and then I went to Salem because like you can't like not go there. And I was just like so amazed at how different it was. Definitely, like, I'm like walking down the street, and like people on the other side of the street were like, hello, like greeting me. I'm like, you don't even know who I am. And I was so amazed with that. Not always the case here. Depends on where you go in Canada. Anyways, that's a long little side chat. Okay, David Morrow, let's get some cards for you. David. So I just invite you, David, to breathe in through your crown and open up to spirit. If you've been feeling this sense of closed offness there, that's okay. Ooh, this card wants to be pulled. We got the Page of Cups. We got the Ten of Cups. And oh wow, okay. And we got the Nine of Cups. I think we need one more. Ooh, lots of emotions here. And yet, like, almost like the pleasant emotions, okay? Because, I mean, to me, I perceive it as pleasant because there's, like, there's the 9 and the 10. It's like, I can't recall if these are pleasure and success or what. And then we also have the 4 of Swords, okay? 4? Yes. So something's been laid to rest here. Something's been laid to rest here for you emotionally. And I'm going to just point out the Ace of Pentacles was underneath that card, so I just kind of left it out. I'll show you the card too, just so that you have a sense, David, like that's almost like the abundant giving from Spirit. So we have this progression of the Page of Swords to the 9, or the Page of Cups to the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. So I'm kind of getting the sense that something has been like laid to rest. If this is emotionality around the provisions from Spirit, your the emotions that can sometimes come up around money or income and stability, etc. That I think is like, yeah, you're really being invited to check in the thoughts and to open up with the trust of Spirit, okay? I live right next to the city. Oh, from Arlington. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, it's a nice place there. Okay, we're going to pull one of these chakra cards for you, David. I just want to point out, too, there's something about, like, the arch in these cards of the 9 and the 10 of cups. I find it fascinating. It's like this arch that exists, yet sometimes we don't really see it, okay? It's like, because in the first card, in the 9 of cups, he's sitting in front of it, and it's behind him. But in this card, the 10 of cups after, it's like the people actually notice it. They're like celebrating it. It's got the rainbow. It's got this potential energy and this brightness, this promise from spirit. And so, what are the promises from spirit for you? And I think these promises are ultimately like they're just given. You know, we don't have to do anything for it. We don't have to prove anything. It's just every person born on this planet has like the God-given right, is what I want to say around that, okay? You have this chakra card, the sacral orange chakra. The card is impasse. So I just want to point out, like, whatever this has been that you've been, like, facing, it really does seem tied to, like, worth, okay? And believing your worth, believing that blessing that spirit has for you in your life. And so any work that you can do around the water, because again, sacral is kind of the water element. It's connected to the womb space, whether you're a man or a woman, that energetic or physical womb in the pelvis. It's connected to our worth, our finances, our relationships, so much stuff, our sexuality, our creativity. So what are you facing right now that's maybe seeming like a block, okay? And that block might be perceived as really big because this is like almost like a giant blocking the path to the forest, okay? And yet the moon is shining in the back, so there's another way into this forest. You know, you don't have to go through this, because when we see this, it might be hard to imagine, how am I even going to make it through? Okay, so whatever is being laying down the burdens, laying down the thoughts, the need to fight and like make sure you get through, and instead just to surrender that which water very much is tied to. Okay. You say you're a water sign. Oh, okay. I can resonate with that. Water is definitely my thing. So, you know, doing things like washing the dishes, stuff like that can be really, really beneficial. Getting near water, you live near the ocean, I assume, kind of, sort of, or maybe have access in some capacity, maybe. If not, watch videos on YouTube of people or of the water, okay? Interesting here. We have a very watery card, Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Didn't I just say, can you go to water? So maybe if you feel a calling to go somewhere. Imara is like one of these star galactic-y energies, so you could check that out if you would like to. IMRAMA. And then if you have a question, that's a yes or no question, or you've been pondering your direction forward, I have the card no here. It says wait, postpone, pause, say no, okay? So if there's someone or something that's kind of showing up for you where you're feeling a bit of this pull to make a decision, perhaps it's best to wait, okay? Saying no, it does not mean like stop. It's just like, let's pause. This is something that it's often talked about in certain, like, you know, working with kids and stuff. It's like, okay, we don't just say no or stop. It's like pause. It gives a bit more sense of a control here. So if there's someone that you, if there's someone that it's hard to say no to, it's like, can we reframe it even as like, you know what, I need time to think about that. I'll get back to you about that, etc. Okay? So anyways, yeah, there's something about the water here for sure, though. And water doesn't stop anything. It can, though. You know, it can push something with force, like a fire hydrant can, like, hose can just you know, and yet it also just, it moves things, allows it to flow through within it. So really channeling the water element, I guess, amongst all this. Anyway, let's see what have you read here. And I don't know, I'm getting like this like clogged up energy here now. Try to go to the beach. It's just cold here. Yeah, Imara. So you can look that up. I never really Googled it. I'm not sure what it will say there. I hope that makes sense for you, David. Thanks for being here. So yeah, if there's no other requests for card pulls, I just want to say thank you. Oh, your ex is a Scorpio? Heh, sorry. I'm just joking. We're not all that bad. No, I'm sure that can be intense. Anyways, thank you all for joining in, tuning in. We'll just end here with a brief kind of guided breath. So you can take a deep breath in and exhaling out. And taking another deep breath in and exhaling out. And on your third breath in, imagining that rod of golden light through your spinal column. Allowing energy to stream into it from above you, a huge star shining down into your crown. And as it begins to charge that pole in your body, fills you with vibrant light, fills you with the potential of the universe for new ideas, new inspirations to come forth. Even new desires, if you're not feeling a desire or spark for joy in your life, just livening that for you. And over the next week, being open to receiving the guidance and the ideas and the dreams and however synchronicities want to show up for you that are going to lead you on your path. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides, ancestors, angels, for supporting each person here. Yeah. So thank you. If you would like, you can hit subscribe. Stay tuned for the next Moonday Live. Will be next Monday. Other videos being released throughout the days. Tuesday, Thursdays usually is when we do that. And yeah, look forward to seeing you. You can check out my website, deepmindsquared.com, to check out some of the events. A lot of them happen online, so really great to have you join in if you are not local. And if not, if you're in Edmonton, you can always hit me up through the website and maybe we'll connect. So until the next time, folks, take care.